Ready?
I'm ready when you are.
All right. Allison.
Hi.
Allison, where are you from? Where did you grow up?
Born in Silver City, New Mexico, grew up in Missouri, moved to Salt Lake City in the lovely 80s. I've lived in Los Angeles, London, Las Vegas, Seattle, a few places.
What was your family like growing up?
Amazing. I really had a really great influence in my life. If you've ever seen the movie Dazed and Confused.
Yes.
That's my growing up right there, even down to the guy with the red hair and the black truck. Had a great influence on with all the men in my life. My grandfather was president of Kennecott Mining Company in Salt Lake City, Utah. So we had kind of a nice little cushy.
You had both parents?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yep.
What kind of teenager were you?
Wild. I had a fake ID, went to the hotel bar to find the rock stars.
Really?
Yeah.
So that started young for you?
Yeah. I mean, I've met my first rock star at 14 years old.
Really?
David Lee Roth. It just happened to be, you know what the Masons are?
I do.
So there's a female side a lot of people don't know about, and it's called the Rainbow Girls and stuff, and you start at 12, just like you do when you're a DMLA on the Masons. And we would go to statewide and nationwide conventions, and Van Halen just happened to be staying at the hotel one year. Ta-da!
And what made you think that chasing rock stars was going to be your thing?
It was just a natural, like everybody finds their tribe in life, the people that they feel most comfortable with and they feel their most self with, they're not judged. And those just happen to be the tribe that I felt myself with, so just kind of gravitated towards it.
What is it about rock stars that just attracted you?
There's a certain freedom to them that they don't conform to the normal life, that they just have a more open mind, open heart. They can get away with a lot more as well.
They can get away with a lot.
Yes, of course.
They're expected to.
Yeah, back in the 80s especially. Today, not so much anymore, but you just create bonds with them and you become like this person that they see in the middle of this chaotic world. You're in town for 24 hours a day, 48 if you're lucky, So you become this beacon to these rock stars in the middle of this world that is chaotic, and they have this one person out on the road, two people sometimes.
And you're cool with the fact that they're going on to another city tomorrow and it's going to be another girl then?
Yeah, and it's not always like that because, like I said, you're in town 24 hours. People don't realize rock and roll is one of the most structured worlds you'll ever be in.
Really? 7
a.m. to 2 a.m. every day. Same thing, like clockwork. And and it's a don't ask, don't tell situation. They don't, there's a few English rock stars that knew I was dating one of their friends out of another English rock band, but we don't talk about it when we're together,
How many friends or how many other girls were doing things like this with you?
There was Kristen, there was Danny, there was Davani, there was Marie, there was Antoinette. In Seattle, when I lived there, there was my friend Andrea. In Las Vegas, it was Lisa and Amy. So, yeah, a lot of
girls.
Us. Yeah.
And you would travel or just stick around?
Oh, absolutely. In high school, I would tell my mom that I was going camping with a friend, and I'd be in Denver with Def Leppard or Seattle with Metallica or London with who knows who,
Who? I mean, I hate to name names, but who? I don't even know how to ask this question. But who have you been with, or who have you?
78 different rock stars, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
So everybody in the.
Not everybody. Okay, like Vinnie Paul, because you create relationships. Like I was dating Vinnie Paul from Pantera for 8 years. John Entwistle of The Who for 13 years. James Hetfield for 5. That was me and Danny's, like every groupie has that one band that is just the closest band, the center of their orbit. You're part of their world, and Metallica at the time was ours. So yeah, Metallica, Def Leppard, we were underneath Def Leppard stage. I mean, just everybody you can think of, minus David Bowie.
Everybody that came through town.
Yeah.
You would try to get backstage?
Oh, we didn't try. We got a call.